Welfare recipients across Australia could soon be given cashless debit cards. If the proposal is successful, those receiving financial assistance from the government will not be able to spend their money on products such as alcohol and cigarettes. A similar scheme is already in effect in areas of Perth, the Kimberley and Cape York. However, this operates on a voluntary basis only. I hit the streets of Perth to find out what the public think about the government restricting welfare.
I think there should be some aspect of restrictions. Yeah, definitely.
Not unless they're really struggling to do the right thing and, buy healthy food before they buy other things. So.
Man, that's really bad, man. This country gonna be like America, man. We don't want that. We don't want government using like welfare cards to, to get people to go to Centrelink, to go to the bank. Nah, that's not good.
They still have a right, but if it's been given to them by the government or by, taxpayers' contributions, then really there should be some control over it.
Welfare is to support people so that they can get out and find a job. So in that regard, stopping them from spending that money on cigarettes and alcohol on paper seems like a pretty good idea because it's not what it's there for. It's there to help people out so they can find a job. But at the same time, really, what's next? What, you tell people how they can spend their money? Where does that end? Sorry, you can't do this. Sorry, you can't do that. It's a very tricky question and a very slippery slope.
No, I think they should have the liberties to do what they want with their own money. I don't think it should be taken away from them. It's just taking away their choices of what they can do. Everyone's individual and should be able to do what they want with their own money.
You could use it anywhere, you could purchase anything, but it would just have the restrictions on purchasing alcohol and gambling.
I guess it can be helpful in some situations, especially people that have addictions or like certain mental illnesses and look towards those sorts of things for comfort. But then it also restricts their basic needs and choice and their basic right of choice. So I don't know, it's kind of a double-edged sword.
If it's a welfare type thing, it's more helpful to be spending it on food because prices are quite expensive in Perth. So to help them with food and living expenses like housing and bills and that type of thing, but not on alcohol or cigarettes. It's too much of a luxury.
I would lean towards saying no. No, you shouldn't restrict people on what they spend their welfare on. But there should be some kind of evaluation process. If they have received welfare for up to 6 months and have nothing to show for it, no more welfare. But in the short term, we all like a drink, and some people, it's good to have a smoke and a beer on a Friday.
They shouldn't be restricted by a government. They should still, again, be able to make their own choices, whether they be good or bad.
I'm Jade Hawley, reporting for Undercurrent.